the ever-changing face of Nihonbashi. 200 years ago, it was a center of commerce and culture. These days, Nihonbashi is undergoing a massive facelift, bringing new blocks, shops, and tourist spots. Time-honored establishments and high-tech high-rises rub shoulders in one of Tokyo's fastest evolving districts, Nihonbashi. Hi, I'm Chris Butler. Welcome back again to Tokyo Eye, the show that tells you everything you want to know about Tokyo. Today we revisit Nihonbashi. In the studio, I'm joined by Adam and Nick. How you guys doing today?
Doing very well, thanks.
Thank you.
Now, we've covered Nihonbashi several times on the show. Just to refresh our memory, can you tell us where it is once again?
Yep, so let's have a look. It's a very central location. You can see it's very close to Tokyo Station. In fact, you can walk to Nihonbashi pretty easily from Tokyo Station, only a few minutes. It's also pretty close to Ginza. You could actually walk from Ginza if you wanted to. It's just a couple of stops on the subway line.
Right.
And actually, Nihonbashi was very well known, well, it's still very well known for its long traditions.
Right.
It was a center of Edo chic. It was a very cool place when Edo was the capital of, well, the political capital, at least, of Japan in the old days.
Right.
And a lot of the shops in Nihonbashi have a very long tradition. They've been there for years.
Right.
More than a century in many cases.
Now, and there's been some recent developments, a lot of new shopping complexes popping up.
Yes, that's right. When you first go there, you're walking around and it's full of modern cars and lots of modern tall glass buildings.
Yeah.
And you actually almost wonder, where is the old Edo? But when you actually start walking around and looking at the spaces in between a little bit more, then you actually realise it's a very interesting fusion of the old and the new growing together.
I see.
Let's have a look.
All right.
In the early 17th century, Tokyo became the most important city in Japan. And this district, Nihonbashi, flourished as its commercial hub. You can still find traces of that legacy today in Nihonbashi.
Let's have a look. Yeah, even on the shutters, quite a few of the shops around here, I believe, have these ukiyo-e-style pictures.
Nihonbashi features in many old woodblock prints. The merchants in Nihonbashi today decided to give people a glimpse of that history, a look at the city of Edo, as Tokyo was called back then.
And here we go, of all places, in the underground station, look at this fantastic picture scroll showing the scene of Nihonbashi from the Edo period as a business and shopping centre.
This is a copy of a picture scroll called the Kidai Shoran. Stretching 15 meters, it vividly portrays what life in Nihonbashi was like in the early 19th century.
And here we are, the actual Nihonbashi, the Nihon Bridge. And this is the symbol of this area.
Here is Nihonbashi Bridge today. The area took its name from the bridge.
Now, the original one was constructed of wood, but obviously that disappeared a long, long time ago. And this one, it's the 19th generation, is made out of big, strong stones. So the bridge itself is quite regularly being rebuilt and reconstructed, and the whole area over time is continually growing and changing and growing and changing.
Nihonbashi is currently undergoing redevelopment. The goal is a fusion of the traditional and the ultra-modern, with historic shops and new buildings side by side. First, let's look at this building, which opened in 2010. It is directly connected to the subway.
Here's the entrance to the building on the basement, right next to the subway exit, and right over here is the information centre. Let's go in and have a look.
Here, Nick is greeted by a woman in a kimono.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Hi. Thank you. Wow, I love your kimono. It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
I'm looking around here. It's the information centre, but there's all kinds of different things on sale. That's quite unusual. Why is that?
It's called Nihonbashi Shiniseyatai. Fine articles are made in Nihonbashi are all gathered in here.
I see.
People who might be reluctant to go into an old-fashioned shop can check out traditional merchandise here.
So I'd like to buy a souvenir of Nihonbashi while I'm here. Is there anything you'd recommend?
Nihonbashi souvenir.
Yes.
How about this postcard?
Oh, postcard
Nihonbashi.
of Nihonbashi, the Nihon Bridge.
This
There
one
it is.
too.
That's I think I like the yellow one actually.
It's
Wow.
beautiful. This letter set,
A letter set.
yes. This is Nihonbashi.
All
And
across-
this line expresses river.
Wow, thank you very much. This is lovely. You have so many different, like, lovely memories of Nihonbashi you sell in here.
Now the concierge takes Nick to a shop one floor up.
What kind of shop is this?
This is a bonito established shop.
Ah, dried bonito. It's a Japanese delicacy, I believe.
Yes.
This Katsuobushi shop dates back 300 years. It moved here as part of the district's redevelopment. Katsuobushi is dried bonito. It's been called the hardest food in the world.
That is as hard as a rock.
You can't eat the solid block. It must be made into shavings.
Okay, you can shape a block of dry bonito in
Really?
here.
Wow, I'd love to give it a try.
Wanna try?
Yes, please.
こういう感じに持っていただいて、
はい
頭をこう押して削ります。
It's really basically like doing woodwork on a very fine plane. Getting hot. Wow. I'm now to test the results of my handiwork. Wow, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Wonderful, delicate, smoky aroma. It's dry and flaky and chewy. That's absolutely gorgeous.
Katsuobushi shavings are a key ingredient in Japanese dashi soup stock.
So dashi isn't something we eat overseas.
Okay, I'd like you to taste that
thanks.
now.
The shop has a standing bar. You can sip dashi made with fresh shavings for just 100 yen a cup.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow. That's actually much more like tea and much less soupy than I expected. It's actually a very, there's almost as much scent as there is taste.
This makes a delicate taste in Japanese cuisine.
Ah, I see. It is very delicate indeed. That is really quite fantastic.
Now on to another shop. It's right next door.
This is a shop that sells a gilt items.
Gilt covered in gold.
99% of Japan's gold leaf comes from the city of Kanazawa. This was the first Kanazawa merchant to open a shop in Tokyo. The gold leaf on these products is 0.0001 millimeters thick.
Wow, what's this?
This was made in collaboration with Bonito Shop.
And the one we just visited?
Yes, we
Ah,
visited.
can I have a look? Thank you. Wow. So this is dashi
Dashi.
with gold inside. Wow.
This merchant also worked with a Nihonbashi confectioner to create sweets with a gold leaf accent. These collaborations bring together two kinds of masterful artisanal skill.
Beautiful.
Hi. What is this? What on earth is going on?
こちらはですね、
はい
黄金の天空といいまして、外壁と内壁すべてに金箔を貼ってお作りした空間になります。
So it's covered in gold leaf on the outside and the inside. Wow.
だから中に入りますと、
はい
金箔をご体感いただける空間になっておりますので、ぜひ入ってみてくだ
Is
さい。
that okay? Wow, thank you. Okay, well, be back
い
soon.
ってらっしゃいませ。
Well, it's like looking up into a big golden sunny sky, but with some
golden autumn leaves sprinkling them. It's quite autumnal feeling. Looking up at the golden leaves.
After his time at the historic shops, Nick is guided to a shrine behind the building.
This shrine is the guardian deity of Nihonbashi.
Guardian deity? That is a very small, very cute little shrine. It must be a very small god to fit inside there.
Fukutoku Shrine has watched over Nihonbashi for more than 1,000 years. Currently, it is being rebuilt, and this is the deity's temporary home. But a year from now, the redevelopment will be complete, and the deity will have a proper home again a few meters along the road. What else is there to see in Nihonbashi?
Bonjour! Today I am in Nihonbashi. Nihonbashi is a very busy area with lots of different kind of shops, like this one.
This is a store that specializes in products from Nara Prefecture in western Japan. Nara, which is near Kyoto, is where Japanese civilization first flourished. It is home to many temples and shrines with illustrious histories.
I used to live in Kansai area, so all those pictures of the temples and all those beautiful places really remind me of my time there. Makes me feel like going there again. Like you see all those tree things.
Many Japanese prefectures have stores like this in Tokyo. They offer people in the capital a chance to experience the local culture of various areas.
Okay, so here is the food corner. They have all those goodies. Yummy, 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 yummy. Alcohol too.
This shop sells lots of local delicacies shipped straight from Nara. It's the only place in Tokyo to get this particular product.
What is this? Oh, it looks like caramel in a box. これって何ですか？キャラメルっぽいなんですけど。
そう皆さんに言われるんですけどね、これはチーズなんです。古代のチーズで7世紀の後半ぐらいに作られているものなんですけども。
This Japanese cheese is made from an authentic 1,300-year-old recipe that involves boiling down cow's milk.
いただきます。It actually, at the beginning, had the flavor of cheese, a little bit salty texture, but then when it melts in the mouth, it has really, I think, this hint of caramel.
Nara isn't the only prefecture with a retail outpost in Nihonbashi. This is the one for Yamanashi Prefecture, which has Mount Fuji at its southern border. Right now, the store is full of Fuji-related goods, in large part because the mountain became a UNESCO World Heritage Site this year.
Look at this! Oh my, this is so interesting. There is air cookie from the clean air from Mount Fuji if I open this box. Oh my God.
And here's a shop for Shimane Prefecture. It doesn't just sell products, it also offers various events, including some interactive ones. Shimane is known for its pottery, and today a ceramics class is being held.
Both hands, okay, wow.
Okay.
Wow!
Okay. Okay.
More and more of these prefectural stores are opening in Tokyo, bringing their regional charm to the big city.
Ah, there it is, the Mie Terrace, the new shop.
In September, a store for Mie Prefecture opened in Nihonbashi. Mie, in western Japan, is home to Ise Jingu, which enshrines the highest deity of Japanese Shinto. Every 20 years, the shrine is rebuilt. "2013 is a year of rebuilding, and this store was launched to coincide with that."
Mie Prefecture is well known for all this food it has, because it produces lots of food from the sea, but also from the earth.
Mie is so well known for its local delicacies that it is nicknamed the Land of Good Food. About 70% of the items on sale here are edible.
There it is, the Matsusaka beef. Mie Prefecture is so famous for it. I want to have some of it. I want to eat it.
Luckily for Jennifer, the Mie store also has a restaurant. The signature dishes use Matsusaka beef.
Wow, there it is. Look at this plate of Matsusaka beef. It's huge.
Matsusaka is considered to be the most delicious variety of Wagyu, or Japanese beef. This dish is shank grilled beef with Mie-grown mushrooms. You can add regular salt, salt with mushrooms, or salt with green tea. These too are made in Mie.
This looks very tender. Bon appetit again. It's just so delicious. It's so meaty and it melts in the mouth, and it's very, very tasty. It's a very good beef that I had never tried, but I'm very lucky today to try it.
Nick, meanwhile, is heading for this elegant office building, an important cultural property of Japan.
So you can see that this building has a fantastically strong and impressive design, but at the same time it has this very fine, delicate stonework engraved high up there on the top of the columns.
On the top floor is a museum.
Okay, here we are. Let's go inside and have a look.
This museum is known not just for its collection, but for its decor as well.
Cool public kind of institution. It's actually quite a low light, warm, almost like someone's private palace kind of atmosphere in here. Lots of dark wood, antique lighting.
The collection itself has about 4,000 pieces, mainly related to the tea ceremony, and includes 6 national treasures.
And this is actually the centerpiece of the current collection that's on display. This is a registered official national Japanese treasure, and this is a tea bowl.
There are only 2 Japanese-made tea bowls counted among the national treasures of Japan. This is one of them, the Unohanagaki. It's about 400 years old.
And one of the things that's very impressive about this, especially seeing it really close up, is the roughness and the simplicity and the touch of the creator knowing just when to leave it, just when enough is enough.
In one corner of the museum is a tea room. It replicates the interior of the Joan, a tea room that is another national treasure.
Amazing what you can come to Nihonbashi and what you can see in an afternoon. What an amazing place.
Many people do their part in making Nihonbashi a lively place. Today, a photo shoot has brought a group of men and women wearing kimonos to the bridge. This event is held annually to promote the wearing of kimonos and to bring some excitement to the Nihonbashi area. it draws all kinds of people who live or work in this district. What is their ideal Nihonbashi?
ですね、やはり歴史がある町ですから、歴史を残しながら、新たなものを作っていくっていう町にしてほしいですね。
将来のねオリンピックなんかにも向けて日本文化をこう盛り上げる場所っていう感じになっていただきたいなと思います。
Here's another annual tradition: cleaning the iconic Nihonbashi Bridge. Locals gather to wash the grime off. Nihonbashi Bridge is the symbol of Nihonbashi, its namesake. About 2 years ago, a dock was built under the bridge. This harks back to centuries past, when the area was a fishing and shipping wharf. Since the dock was built, various river cruises have begun using it. Small vessels now ply the waters daily. Nick will be taking a cruise.
Wow, look at that fantastic boat. I feel like I'm in a James Bond film or something. Wow.
This cruise boat, launched in July 2013, is the Limousine boat. It's actually custom made, one of a kind.
It looks very fast.
The Limousine boat holds 12 people. The seats are plush.
Wow, check this banner. This is incredible. Oh, this plush, crazy seats. I feel like I really am in some kind of like limousine or something like that. This is absolutely incredible. What about up here? This looks like it might open. It does. It does.
It runs on a charter basis, 6,000 yen per half hour. The price is the same whether you have 1 passenger or 12. You can choose the route. Today, we've asked it to go up the Nihonbashi River a bit, then down to the Sumida River, then back to Nihonbashi. The first highlight is passing under Nihonbashi Bridge.
And I think we are actually going to go right underneath Nihonbashi. So I've got to be careful I don't knock my head on it on the way past. Wow, this is amazing. A very different way to look at Tokyo from the river. I've never really looked at it from this kind of place in this kind of way before. It's really, really interesting. Wow, that's fantastic looking.
The boat has a refrigerator, and you can have it stocked with the drinks you want. As the limo boat cruises along, an old stone wall comes into view.
大体この辺りがずっとそうなんですが、江戸城の石垣の巣ですね。これが、ずっと左がありますんで、見てってください。
So there are all the old original castle walls, all the stones along the side of the original castle stones.
Look closely, and you can see crests carved into the stone. This is the crest of the Lord who had these stones brought here when Edo Castle was being built centuries ago. Now the boat makes a U-turn and heads for the Sumida River. Once you pass under this bridge, you are in the Sumida. It's a big river, much bigger than the Nihonbashi. Here, the limo boat shows us what it can do.
Wow, this is super fast and really bouncy.
The boat's top speed is 40 kilometers per hour.
Whoa! Like it's every little boys and big boys drink this kind of thing. Wow!
After a pleasant 90-minute cruise, the limo boat pulls back in at the dock.
That was super exciting. That was really nice. It was very comfortable. There's a beautiful view of Nihonbashi and the rivers and the bridges and everything. Wow, a lot of things I never thought I'd ever see. Very, very good. Fantastic.
You're absolutely right. It's straight out of a James Bond movie, that boat.
Yeah, no kidding. It was really fascinating. It was a lot of fun. It was actually much more fun than I expected. And it doesn't only go on that course. You can. There are various different courses. You can go to Asakusa, and if you want to, you could even go backwards and forwards between Haneda Airport from there, which would be a fantastic way to arrive in Tokyo, to get off at Haneda, to get on the boat.
Actually, even when you get to Nihonbashi, there's a good way of getting around there as well. We didn't see it in the report this time. But there's a service called Metrolink. It's a bus service. And the whole course is about 30 minutes, and buses go along at every 10 minutes or so, and it's free. And you can get off at all of these different places around the Nihonbashi area, Yaesu, and the area a little bit further south, Kyobashi, just before Ginza. It goes around that district. 35 companies in that area. They put the money together to make that service possible.
Now, how was the museum that you went to?
For me, almost as much as what they had on display there was the whole interior and the design of the building. It's like very, very classic, and you can really actually feel a lot of history in there.
Right. And they do have a couple of national treasures.
They do, yes.
Yeah.
But you might be able to see some ancient samurai swords. And also they have a lot of revolving themes of various exhibitions there. So depending when you go, what you might be able to see there might change.
Oh, okay. And speaking of the future, there's an elevated expressway on top of Nihonbashi, which I guess a lot of the people that live and work there are not really all that happy with the structure of the expressway.
The history of that was the Tokyo Olympics in 1964.
Yeah.
It was very important for Japan to develop its infrastructure very, very quickly at that time, and one of the results was the canals that existed. They were great places to put an expressway over.
Yeah.
But yes, there are people who think that that's not really the best way to, do these things. Some people think of it as a bit of an eyesore.
Right.
For other people, it's a great photo opportunity because it's a very atmospheric space underneath. But there are people who are saying, well, we've got the Olympics coming again in 2020.
Right.
Why don't we try to represent the face of Nihonbashi for the Olympics?
Well, thank you very much, Nick, and thank you very much, Adam. And thanks for joining us. Do join us again next time right here on Tokyo Eye.